Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Calvin Camp Podcast, the podcast where we like to talk about movies, video games, and more. Today is a very special day because we have a special guest on the podcast, my cousin Neil. He's joining us today. He's a movie and Marvel fanatic, and I'm happy to have him here. He's a big supporter and fan of the show.
Yeah, I'm into it. Marvel rocks. So does CJ and Anthony.
Yeah. Yes. So today we're doing a segment of weekly movie and news discussions across all different medias, and I got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. All right, we got a lot of stuff to go over today. We've been hit with a ton of movie news. It's really cool stuff going on. But first, let's talk about the Oscars that happened this weekend. I know I said that I wasn't going to watch them a couple episodes ago, but I ended up watching a little bit of it here and there. I didn't watch the whole thing, unfortunately. I was babysitting like a good dad.
You have to do the family things.
You got to do the family things. But I did catch a little bit of it. And I'm pretty happy with a lot of the winners that I saw. I mean, it's been a couple of days now since, but we got a lot of winners. Have you heard anything on the Oscars? Have you heard any of the winners and stuff?
I tried to stray away since of the news we talked about. There's some really
The big
bitter snubs and stuff that I kind of strayed me from watching it.
Yeah, initially that did for me too, but I ended up watching a good chunk of it. But I have to say, Conan O'Brien did an amazing job as the Oscars host this year. This was his first time hosting the Oscars. He did great. He did fantastic. One of the best opening monologues that I've seen for the show in a long time, as well as just it makes a difference when you actually have a comedian do the host position instead of Jimmy Kimmel or something, because Conan O'Brien, he's one of the best guys ever.
I mean, he's been doing late night for so long that he's really good at it. I mean, ever since Jay Leno and Johnny Carson left, he slotted in perfectly.
Yeah, he's awesome. And he had a bunch of the really great moments during the show. There's a phenomenal bit with Adam Sandler because Adam Sandler went and he was wearing his famous attire, which is just baggy basketball shorts and a hoodie, and he just did this whole thing where he was just like, why are you calling me out in front of my peers? And it's a really funny bit. But amongst that, we had a couple of cool performances. There was a whole tribute to James Bond movies. And I think that overall it was a very safe Oscars. Nothing crazy. No Will Smith slap. He's banned from the Oscars for 10 years. So the next time he can return to the Academy is in 2032, I think.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Yeah. So don't hit people.
You know what would have been cool if Craig Ferguson could. Do you know who that is?
I do, but I just can't place it right now.
He talks to a lot of female actors.
Uh-huh.
So he does the same thing, same kind of thing as Jay Leno, except he's strictly female, kind of. Mm-hmm. And it's just a funny side of it because it's the girls go on there, they know they're going to get flirted with, and it's high level acting females, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So all of them. So yeah, if you Craig Ferguson is awesome too.
Craig Ferguson. It sounds so familiar. I just I can't.
He's a middle-aged guy. Just look it up, and
I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, check it out. No, you'll be amazed. My father watches it every night because he's kind of a ladies' man. My dad himself, so he kind of.
Oh yeah. I know Craig Ferguson.
There's a horse on the show. It's literally it's a hilarious.
It's
thing,
what do you call it? British.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that guy that UK? He has got his sidekick is kind of like a skeleton robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Puppet animatronic thing.
He's just really respectful, and I think he would have worked. If there was another because you guys said,
they've had other people from all over the world host the Oscars before. So
Conan O'Brien's good though.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the top funny.
So I'll go down. I'll read the Oscar winners. Guys. The Oscar winners were Adrian Brody winning Best Actor for The Brutalist, Mickey Madison winning Best Actress for Nora, Honora won Best Picture also. Honora kind of swept at the Oscars. I haven't even watched the movie yet, and like I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about it. But I've heard great things, and I'm excited to actually check it out for myself. But I guess it went home with like four awards. So
Honora, I still haven't heard of that as well.
Then let's see, Kieran Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's brother, he won Best Supporting Actor for Real Pain, which is the Jesse Eisenberg movie that just came out, written, directed by and starred by Jesse Eisenberg. So,
oh, nice.
Zoe Saldana, she got her first Oscar for Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress in Emilia Perez, which was one of those movies that we weren't so sure about being there in the first place. It's kind of like the crash of this year. We got Sean Baker winning Best Director for Honora. El Mal won Best Original Song. Let's see. I Am Still Here won Best International Feature Film. The Brutalist won Best Original Score. Flow won Best Animated Feature, which is awesome. Such a cool animated movie. Honora won Best Original Screenplay. Wicked won Best Production Design. The Substance won Best Makeup and Hairstyling. The Brutalist won again Best Cinematography. Dune Part 2 won Best Visual Effects. Wicked won Best Costume Design. Honora won Best Film Editing. I'm Not a Robot won Best Live Action Short Film. Conclave won Best Adapted Screenplay. In the Shadow of Cypress won Best Animated Short Film, and In No Other Land won Best Documentary Feature. The Only Girl in the Orchestra won Best Documentary Short Subject, and Dune Part 2 won Best Sound. So, Dune walked away with 2 Oscars. That's good stuff. That's good news. Like, I think that I was surprised to see Nosferatu didn't win a single award. It was nominated a couple times, but it didn't win an award. That's a fantastic movie. I gave that a 5 out of 5 on my Letterboxd. So
that is a good movie.
It's awesome. It's so Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter, she acted her heart out. It was awesome. So such a great movie. But yeah, I mean, I got to check half of these films out.
Have you guys seen The Substance?
I have seen The Substance,
and I'll tell you what, for winning
Best Makeup
and what else?
And hairstyle. I think it was best. Best makeup and hair design.
They could definitely have it for that. Because that movie was
wild.
Yeah, we did that movie in our 31 days.
I'm happy they at least won something, because that movie was literally like, didn't the thing blow up at the end? I mean, it was.
Yeah, dude, the last 20 minutes of that movie is like an insane roller coaster that I didn't know when it was gonna stop. Like it just kept going, and I was just like, this is crazy.
That movie is sick.
Monster Ilisu.
Yeah, Monsterio Ilisu. We did a review back on our 31 days as kind of like a late ad, but it was highly recommended by the community, and I honestly wanted to check it out. And I haven't seen Demi Moore in a movie in a long time.
Dude, and she did phenomenal. Like in that movie, that was such a cool performance by her. And she won a couple other awards during this award season, just not the Oscars. So I would have been surprised to see if she won Best Actress. I think that would have been awesome for her.
Was she there to accept the award?
She was nominated.
Oh, okay.
She was nominated, and a lot of people thought she was going to get it, actually.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So
yeah, I would expect her to be there, I
guess. Yeah, no, there was overall, it was a solid, safe Oscars, and I think that's like, that's what we need right now. We don't need any craziness.
So there wasn't any controversy. That's what what it's been in the Academy in the last couple of years.
It's just
controversy.
It's tough. It's tough. We live in a tough time. It's tough all over the world right now. So it's just Yeah, you know what I mean.
Right.
So,
Sounds like an interesting Oscars though. Like, you know what I mean?
no, it's
Like,
good. You should check out like I know that there's a bunch of highlight clips online right now. You should check them out. Like they're funny.
I'm gonna watch some of those movies that you listed off now that you've done that.
Yeah,
And I haven't.
there's a
Aurora
good
for
one.
one, and then the other one they could won a
The
couple.
Brutalist.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely
Which was also controversial because I guess that film used AI in some way, shape, or form. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done the research on the Brutalist completely, but I haven't watched it yet. So,
well, I'm definitely gonna watch it now that it won Oscars.
Yeah.
At least just to check it out. You know what I mean?
yeah. So moving on to other movie news, we have some fun movie news going around. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 broke a 22-year-old box office record, which is awesome. The movie is insane. I love Sonic so much, but let's see. Worldwide, it has now grossed $486 million. And this new total pushes the video game adaptation past Bruce Almighty's $484 million total from 2003, which was Jim Carrey's highest grossing movie.
That's actually an incredible feat and stat for that,
so,
especially for a video game related movie.
Yeah, which is
that's
great.
The IP is from a video game, so
I mean, we love I always love seeing a video game be adapted in the correct way. Sonic is one of my favorite video games of all time. Like it's so great, and to see the films do so well and to see the community for these films be so strong and pushing the narrative of these films is just great. Because I don't know if you remember, but the first Sonic, when it came out, or right before when it was in production, Sonic had a really ugly design and he looked kind of like humanish, and like community fought, like the community was just so like appalled by his like design that they just
changed
like,
it.
They changed that the studio changed it.
Oh,
The
wow.
studio listened,
Huh.
and the filmmakers listened, and they changed the design to what we have now, which actually looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. But before he looked like
Hey, way to keep a
bad.
cast in that movie.
Dude, yeah.
Because all the people, they're all generally stayed the same, right?
yeah, they're all the
The
same.
guy, the girl, yeah, and then you got. I mean, Jim Carrey played obviously both parts,
Yeah.
and then like, oh god, that movie was masterfully like Jim Carrey-fied. That's all I have to
Yeah,
say.
it was-
Just
honestly, it's one of his best roles.
yeah,
like,
just
and-
like what he did for the Grinch, he did for Sonic.
Exactly.
Know that he
You know,
blew that stuff up.
in a recent interview, he was
that's
at
cool.
one of the carpet events. They asked him if he were to pick another movie to do, like if he could do another movie again of one of his movies, which one would it be? And he said The Grinch.
Oh, well, that movie. I mean, I
So
hate.
it'd be interesting to see a Grinch too.
All I have to say is, as he's crawling across the floor with his fingers,
Yeah. I mean,
He
that
really-
movie's timeless.
he really,
so.
yeah, he really like, you know what I mean. Oh man, he was perfect for Sonic. They couldn't have actually like casted a better Robotnik almost.
Mhm.
You know that I could come up with in my head.
I think it was genius casting.
Yeah.
it was perfect.
No,
so.
I seen number 3 and I love that movie also. Shadow is part of the good people now, I think.
Yeah, like he's kind of like an anti-hero. He's like the Vegeta of
yeah.
Sonic.
He really is
he,
too.
he is. Sonic is heavily influenced by Dragon Ball Z.
Dude,
So
Sonic is sweet too. Knuckles the same thing.
Yeah.
Even though Knuckles, every movie like we thought he would, he's continuously getting more and more like kind of broken and friendly. Like
Yeah.
you won't be expecting like. I think there was one of the Sonic movies where you came to the house. And then Knuckles was sitting in there on his throne. Remember? He changed the whole.
yeah, it's funny.
Anyway, those movies are great. They did great.
Yeah,
But yeah.
they did awesome. So, have you seen
Cool.
Sonic 3?
I haven't seen any Sonic movies.
You haven't seen any Sonic
Yeah.
movies? Oh my
Whoa.
god!
Curse me.
It's all right.
Yeah,
I know.
we already know. We've gone. People are avid watchers of our channel know that I'm bad at watching these movies, and you know this channel kind of gets me into watching different movies. And CJ's lists have been good, even on the 31 days.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of movies on there that I'd never seen, and CJ got me to watch a lot of them, and I enjoyed a lot of them. I really did. And then there's some that I added to the list. I'm like, all right, this is CJ's list. I'm gonna creep a couple movies in here, and CJ goes, you know what? I like that movie.
Yeah, no, it's great because it just it gets the brain rolling, and I get to think of movies that I haven't thought of in a long time, and I get to experience them again, and I get to show you them a lot for the first time, and it's really great. So I want to. You should definitely watch Sonic. Like, you should definitely watch that trilogy. I think what would be fun for us to do here on the channel would be a video game to movie adaptations. Like, what's good, what's bad, like what are the better ones.
I think we had a couple of videos planned. We just didn't release them.
Yeah, I think we should get that rolling pretty soon here. I think that would be a fun one. So moving on to some other news, we have Christopher Nolan's next movie. If you don't know what it is by now, you're living under a rock. Christopher Nolan, the award winner for the Dark Knight trilogy, Oppenheimer, Interstellar, Inception, etc. His next movie is The Odyssey. It's a remake of The Odyssey. It's going to be fantastic. It has a star-studded cast, and it just keeps growing. So I wanted to mention that where we're at today with the cast, because we've added so many names over the past couple of weeks, and I'm really, really excited about the adaptation of Homer's Odyssey. So let me go over who we've got casted. 27 actors. Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Elliot Page, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Matt Damon, who is playing Odysseus.
Matt Damon.
Matthew Damon.
I ruined that. So.
Matt Damon. John Berthal, Mia Goth, Lupita Nyong'o, Charlize Theron, Cosmo Jarvis, Samantha Morton, John Leguizamo, Benny Safdie, Josh Stewart, Hamish Patel, Shiloh Fernandez, William Lee, Bill Irwin, Corey Hawkins, Maurice Comte, Nick E. Tarabe, Ido Goldberg, Rafi Gavron, Jimmy Gonzalez, Michael Vlamis, Jesse Garcia. So like a huge cast, a lot of big name actors, couple new actors. But it's exciting to see that it mainly sitting at the top is Matt Damon's Odysseus and Tom Holland, I guess. I don't know who Tom Holland's going to play yet. I haven't done a whole deep dive into the movie. I've kind of been trying to go into this movie more blinded. I get in these debates with myself when a new movie's coming out. They drop great trailers, right? A lot of times trailers these days show too much.
I agree.
And I think that it really affects your movie viewing experience a lot. And I know that it's exciting, and we live in a time where like instant gratification is just a thing, and we just want more and more, and we just want to see. And what's funny is the next one of the next topics we're going to talk about is just me completely folding into that instant gratification. But it's just, I think that we need to take a step back, maybe watch a teaser, something that doesn't show much, but that should just be it. A movie now releases a teaser trailer, a trailer number 2, and a final trailer. So it's like, and not to mention short clips that are shown in other countries, and it's just like this whole big thing. I think it's secret marketing, honestly, but but it shows too much of the movie. We just watched Captain America: Brave New World, me and Neil and my brother Nick, and we, like, half of the movie was in the trailer. Like, it's really unfortunate because, like, if I hadn't seen a lot of that, a lot of it would have been a big surprise. So I think, like, the entirety of the Red Hulks being in that movie would have been awesome if nobody knew about Red Hulk being in that movie.
That would have been nice.
It would have been a really cool surprise.
I think your radar on this movie coming out, would you say it's
the
it's
Odyssey.
It is gonna be. Dude. And you know what? I bet you that in this particular movie, I don't think that the trailer is gonna show that much. I hope, because let's think about for The Dark Knight. Did it show too much?
You know what? That was so long ago that I really don't remember.
Well, so they showed a good amount, but not too much. And so I've never seen Oppenheimer, or I've never seen the Oppenheimer trailer. Did they show a lot of that?
No. Chris Nolan is known for not showing too much.
So it might be good. It might, and like like I said, your radar is killing it, because that movie is gonna be sweet.
Dude, it's Homer's Odyssey. It's like one of the most iconic stories of all time.
I'm wondering if what's Matt?
Odysseus.
Yeah. Just as long as he doesn't call Alfred up on the cell phone like Batman.
Yeah, I mean that would be funny. I could totally see Michael Caine pulling up in this Homer's Odyssey also. But moving on to other news, we have some Happy Gilmore 2 news. Happy Gilmore 2 was announced a couple months ago. We got a trailer during Thanksgiving around that time. Looks hilarious. I am excited. Adam Sandler, the bomb, the best. And, it just looks good. We have a full returning cast, it looks like, except for those who are not with us anymore, like Carl Weathers. And it's just like, it looks good. I'm sure there'll be some kind of nod to Chubbs somehow or something, but it's going to be funny.
I was wondering about the guy that says the ball struck my foot. If he's coming back, because that would be sweet. But I thought he was passed away, though. And
I think he also passed away.
I'm not exactly even sure what his name was, but I just hope that they keep the cast generally the same. That'd be pretty rad. Happy Gilmore movies rock anyway.
Yeah. So. And then Bob Barker died too.
Yeah.
So we caught a couple missing people that would have been funny to have, but there's a couple new people in this cast. Bad Bunny's in the movie.
Hey, you know how it'll be a hit? If they tap it in.
If I saw myself in clothes I have to kick my own ass. You hit that guy. You shouldn't have been standing there.
Mister, get me out of here.
You know that Mr. Lady? I think I killed her.
No, Happy Gilmore is amazing. It's going to be great. But we got a release date, and that's the big news. July 25th, 2025. So this year, only a couple months away. I'm so excited. I think this is one of the only legacy films, legacy sequels that I'm actually really looking forward to. So love Adam Sandler. He's a goat.
He's definitely goated.
He's goated. So I am excited. But moving on to probably the biggest news of this week, we have some stuff to look at. So over this last week, we had some crazy Marvel leaks come out of Marvel Studios. This is insane, but it happens, here and there. Somebody's definitely probably getting fired over this, but we got a whole bunch of concept art for Avengers Doomsday. This is going to be the next big Avengers movie, and it's going to be basically the Infinity War to, this new trilogy, the multiversal saga. And this will be the Avengers film to lead right into the following Avengers movie, Avengers Secret Wars. So this is huge. And I've put together some of the concept art here on the screen for us to look at. There is some cool stuff going on. First of all, I just want to point out we have a new possible actor playing a different variant of T'Challa. We don't know if it's a full-on replacement of Chadwick Boseman or not. I doubt it, because he was truly the most special person to play a superhero in a long time. R.I.P. Chadwick. I'm very, it's hard to fill that hole because he was Black Panther through and through. And we have this new actor, concept art of him, I think that this looks very interesting. It looks pretty cool. Moving on up, this screenshot shows Peter Quill and Wong sitting around the Young Avengers, which is crazy. That's so awesome to see that they're finally making their film debut. That's really awesome. We have Miss Marvel, we have Wiccan, we have Ant-Man, Ant Girl, and we have Kate Bishop. And I think that Star-Lord and Wong might be mentoring them in this different setting. This setting is different because it's medieval. As those of you who know Marvel Comics, Doom, rules over Latveria, which is like kind of a medieval-ish looking setting. He likes that kind of aesthetic. This is clearly going to be a variant of him. Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom, and he is going to be portrayed in the white robe, possibly as God Doom. Those of you who don't know, God Doom is a variant of Doom who is the biggest freaking bad there is. God Doom is insane. And if they do go along with this adaptation of so God Doom's introduced into Secret Wars. The second iteration of Secret Wars, the most recent one, we have God Doom, and he is just one of the most powerful beings. And this leads to the conversion of worlds, ending up being Battle World, battling out to have one timeline. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy, pretty nuts. It's like a reset almost of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this could be very interesting. God Doom. I mean, there's a scene in the comics where God Doom, he literally, like, Thanos goes up to him and is like talking crap, and then God Doom's just like, "You're dead," and just grabs his spine and pulls his spine and skull out of his body to Thanos.
Wow. Yeah, going for that much forward, I'm actually in the timeline and all of this MCU in terms of the universe itself. I don't know anything, so I'm looking forward to this. So
it's crazy.
Can I spit some lyrics on this picture here?
Yeah, no, go for it.
So for one, the man in the iron mask.
Yeah.
Look out! Look out! Because Doom's competition, like Leonardo better.
Yeah,
and then, as we know, though, the Black Panther. Sad that maybe somebody might be taking his spot, but in Wakanda, that is like what goes on.
That's a part of it.
That's
a part of it.
It's like part of the. It's almost like their belief. One guy battles the other. I don't know how he's royally connected.
He could be his son,
but that's why I am always excited to see any Black Panther.
Exactly.
Because the way they got it set up is you always have a badass Black Panther. You know what I mean? And even as far as to when what is his name that you got in Black Panther? Who was the villain?
Oh, Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan. He was an awesome.
That's why even
Panther.
when he beat Black Panther, I was pleased.
Yes,
because guess what? That's what the Black Panther is. The baddest ass fofo in Wokoko.
No, literally. Dude.
And I don't have any really comments on the other two things. I mean, obviously, let's say the Hulk. I'm just like, I love She-Hulk. I love Hulk. I'm not sure who Scar is.
Yeah, so Scar is Hulk's son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so they're
so
super excited.
In the comics, when Hulk goes off to, and this would have been towards the events of Thor Ragnarok in the MCU. The MCU does a lot of things different, but in the comics, Hulk is the king of that world. In Thor Ragnarok, so he's the king, and he marries this woman, and they have a son, and like this all leads into the events of World War Hulk. Yeah. Which in the comics, if you know World War Hulk, he comes back to Earth, and he's like, all y'all
who is
y'all sent me away, and I'm about to destroy all of you.
Who is old Hulk in the comics? The Hulk that gets old,
Maestro,
and so
the Maestro.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I don't know if that. I mean, we'll probably won't see Maestro anytime soon. But,
Hulk is Maestro.
He is, but
isn't he? Or
he's
something?
That's like Hulk at the end of its days.
You
So,
never
like,
know. Hey, stay watch till the end of the credits because we just seen the new Hulk movie and they just so happen to have extra things at the end. What were they? Because I almost didn't pay attention.
They're nodding to this.
Oh, not yeah.
So
Oh,
it's a nod to
yeah.
this.
That's what it was. Okay. Sorry.
So
Sometimes.
no, this is going to be crazy. If you look in the top picture, there is a Doctor Strange variant sitting next to Doom, who is going to be pretty much sheriff of Latveria. To his left, you see a woman. That's Sue Storm.
Okay.
And then the boy is Franklin Richards, who is Reed Richards and Stu's son. I don't know in what relation we're gonna get. This is just gonna be huge. This is gonna be a massive movie.
Who is Sue Storm?
Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman
Oh, okay.
from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, then in that case,
yeah. And then we have right there the knight.
that's rad.
That's Yelena,
Okay.
who is Black Widow's sister.
Oh.
So that's also interesting.
Hey,
what her role will be.
The other and then the other picture. So Star-Lord, and then is that Ten Rings?
That's Wong.
Ten Rings.
No, that's not.
Oh, that's Wong. Okay, so
yeah.
the other. So I am excited, and that is one of the Marvels, right? The young.
Yeah, so that's Miss Marvel. Then we
Okay.
got Kate Bishop. We have Ant Girl, and then we have Wiccan, and I always forget his brother's name.
Wait, there's an Ant Girl.
Yeah, that's Ant-Man's daughter.
So yeah, then that in particular picture, those are the things in there you'll have to excite me about.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy. This movie is big. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we're about to enter the phase of Marvel where it's going to be portrayed as good again. And Marvel took a dip, but it didn't take. People, I think, over exaggerate on how Marvel's doing. I think that it's doing way better than people give it credit. If Captain America: Brave New World came out in 2007, that movie would have been the best movie ever.
Right.
But it came out now, and everybody has an opinion. Everybody's critical. Everybody just wants to shit on things, and it sucks because we all put our eggs in one basket with like the same 20 influencers, and it's just like it's tough.
Didn't you say that? Did you do? You did a review on that, right? The Brave.
I haven't done a review.
Haven't done one. Well,
We
I
haven't
think it
reached
was
that
it
far
was
yet.
just you talking to me then, and you said that you like cameos by other superheroes.
I do. I love cameos
because that's what that movie could have used.
I think
I
we're
thought a
far
little
enough in the
bit.
MCU that cameos should be just a regular
Thing, and they really
because-
lacked that in that movie. Like there should have been somebody else that could have come in and done some butt whooping to make it
It should have been a little bit more.
instead of just all Falcon and all.
But that brings
Yeah.
me to a good point.
Yeah.
These are just leaked concepts.
Mm-hmm.
These may not be what's actually going to happen. Marvel has had leaks in the past. Captain America: Brave New World had leaks. They teased things like the Serpent Society, like off-brands of Hydra, etc. We didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not a spoiler.
It's not. Well, the thing is, it's not a spoiler, but these characters, some of these characters are being revealed to be in Marvel Snap, like even before the timeline has been introduced in terms of them being introduced into this timeline or into the MCU. Like Scar. Scar is a character I know. I know a little bit about him just from the lore from the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have a new season coming out, and we have Isan coming out. I know he's like a Eternal or something. And then we also have Doctor Strange or Agamotto. I don't know who Agamotto is, but he's going to be the new season pass card. Agamotto is going to be one of those cards coming out. We also have Diamondback, which just came out. I don't know anything about Diamondback, but there's sort of relevance within the season and what the season theme is too. So I'm just slowly learning about these characters. But then when they're introduced in the MCU while watching the movies, then I'm just like, okay, I get a familiar. I'm familiarized by these characters.
Hey, maybe they'll introduce Constantine and then you'll come over to DC or from
DC to Marvel. Yeah, when we get the fun, like maybe after all this is over, DC versus Marvel movie could happen. Kevin Feige.
He's really a person that could. Constantine is like over. You know what I mean?
DC and Marvel has had crossovers in the past in the comics, so I mean, like anything's on the table. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows? Like, ultimately up to the studios and whoever owns characters. I mean, people are so possessive over the character rights in these films. It's so like it cracks me up that Sony owns Spider-Man and they just still don't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He cannot show up into any live action television show.
Weird.
Because of rights.
Wait, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I'm so sorry, and then I'm not up to all. Is
so
that
Tom Holland's the newest Spider-Man?
The newest. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So he can't be in shows.
Yeah, he can't be in shows.
Is what you're
He
saying?
can only be in Sony production or partnered movies.
Wow. How did Sony get the? And
because back in the early 2000s, like I'm talking 2001, maybe even 2000.
Yeah.
Stan Lee made a decision because Marvel wasn't doing very well.
Yeah, yeah.
And he sold the rights to a lot of his characters to different studios.
Wow.
So Fox got X-Men, Sony got Spider-Man, Universal got Hulk and a couple other characters.
Oh, wow.
What was it? Blade and Daredevil went somewhere too. And like the rest were all just under Marvel brand, which eventually Disney bought Marvel.
So are you telling me that the newest Spider-Man movie is Sony?
It's Sony adjacent.
Owned.
Yeah, it's
Sony.
Sony owned.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, I don't know if that has to do with how the movie was made.
It does. It has a lot to do.
William Dafoe and all the man.
Yeah, Sony's great. Sony's great to an extent, but they're very stingy when it comes to certain things like sharing things. I don't know why they don't just like let Disney just split a profit with Disney. They could make so much. Spider-Man's one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Yeah.
Like Sony is the second. I think I read just the other day. Like this is big news. Sony's the second biggest Japanese company like today.
Well,
so
there's a Honda and a Sony. I know that doesn't even apply.
Well,
but
I mean,
they made a car together, so it's like they're combining.
They're huge
with multiple different.
They're not losing out on money.
Yeah.
I don't understand why just let the character come into more stuff. Like we deserve at this point in time to have consistent storytelling with characters that we know are there. So it's not fair to not have them there just due to like money and rights issues. So I mean, share the love. Goddamn.
You're trying to say like let's say like Boba Fett and Mandalorian and all those things. They're like branches. Like it would be cool if Spider-Man could do that.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, but it's not like he can't just show up in a show or a project. He can show up in an animated film.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30 minutes or less.
No.
That's the contractual right.
What?
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, so it's wild.
That's
all
weird.
it's all
so
over
Sony
the place.
could sell it though at one point.
They could.
Yeah.
They could. And Disney I think wants to buy it back, but that's going to be billions of dollars to acquire. They bought Fox for I think it was like $14 billion. Like so it's hard. It's a hard. They're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean? Like,
well, a weird belief that I have is that Walt Disney is still alive, and
I think that's just a common theory.
And he is literally like the DEA, the FBI, and like literally he makes all money controls, and he might be in a lot of ways plugged into the earth and like a super like being that I don't.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
We're going into a whole room of conspiracy.
I wasn't trying to push us outside of movie details in general, but I'll tell you what,
really
like literally is like Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse are in a room and they're talking, and like literally Mickey's got his voice, and even Goofy might be there, but they don't listen to him, and obviously you can't understand Donald Duck. You know, I'll just say one is that I always loved that with the haunted house or the telephone, when the telephone rings and the ghosts are calling.
Yeah. That's a classic.
And then so my other beliefs here is just the fact that Walt Disney just he has all the, you already know. So we don't even need to talk about Walt Disney because he's listening. Like literally. Anyway,
Yes.
that's all what I have to say on that.
No. That's valid, dude. That's a valid theory. Like, I've always thought that these big heads are probably just like chilling somewhere.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, you're rich, so
Yeah, right.
They're on a shelf like the big heads in Simpsons,
Oh,
right?
no, or wait, the Futurama.
yeah, Futurama heads. Yeah.
Oh, that Futurama. It's same
Just
thing.
the,
Matt Groening
like, head-
universe.
oh,
I just love
God.
Futurama. I just got confused.
No,
I forgot.
That's great. Yeah, but that's like, that's my rant on Marvel and Disney and character rights and whatnot. So, I mean, ultimately, Avengers Doomsday, I think this is a step in the right direction. I think the Thunderbolts is going to be great. I think the Fantastic Four is going to be great. And then coming right off of those two successes, I'm calling it right now, successes, we're going to get Avengers Doomsday, and it's going to be it's going to blow everybody's mind. It's the Russo brothers. They're back again to do this. Like, it's...
Oh, the Russo's brothers are in charge of this project?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, and this is where they shine. I don't think they've done a couple movies like outside of like Marvel. They're good. They're okay. They're not Marvel movies. Infinity War, not, like all of their movies that they did, knocked it out of the park. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, knocked it out of the park. Russo brothers are amazing. So I think that Avengers Doomsday is going to be great. I think Secret Wars is just going to be like the most mind-blowing movie ever. So I'm really, really hyped for that as a Marvel fan.
Is Secret Wars?
Yeah.
Isn't there a cartoon called that? They have a... Oh, okay.
There's very many adaptations of Secret Wars, and that's going to be the biggest, like, how do you
I have a feeling they're going to do well.
Yeah, how do you top Avengers Endgame? You do it by doing Secret Wars, and Secret Wars is literally bringing everybody in. If they bring everybody from past to present, from non-MCU characters, I'm talking Ben Affleck, Daredevil, I'm talking Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider, I'm talking Wesley Snipes, Blade, I'm talking Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. You bring in old Fox X-Men characters, like, you're going to have one of the most insane and successful outcomes of a movie. It's going to be insane. They should do it.
Hey, for them to talk, like all I'll have to say, one thing too is what was it? Was it Endgame?
Endgame.
Where they had all the characters?
Yep. That's how you going to top Endgame? How you going to top Endgame?
Is do that.
You're going to do that. So
I'm not there yet.
Hey, that girl battle at the end of Endgame with all the girls,
he hasn't seen it. He hasn't seen it.
Yeah. Oh, so don't talk about it that much.
Never mind.
That's what I said. I'm not there yet. That's why I said it.
I'm a first timer, so I don't know how to exactly not spoil certain things.
You just don't talk about it.
No, and I and I am understanding that. But anyway, first time podcaster and trying to do the best I can. So
okay, so I mean. That's all that's all the news we've got to cover. And I think that we should end this with something fun, like some movie trivia.
Ooh.
So
hopefully you have enough time. The cameras are still rolling.
They're still rolling. So let's just try and squeeze it in because I have it pulled up. Okay, so I'm going to hit you guys with some pop culture movie trivia.
Oh, no.
So... it should, could be crazy, could be easy, who knows? But we'll find out. I'll try to do my best at getting good ones. So here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Absolutely.
In The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill?
I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, God.
I know. What do you think?
Okay.
Is it for both of us to answer?
Yeah, it's for both of you.
Is it a competition here?
Yeah,
we'll
do a competition. We'll do a competition. First to 5 wins.
Oh, right.
Okay. He definitely took
blue. I was gonna say that. Well, I didn't. But anyway, my answer is blue. Oh, okay, I see.
Your answer's blue.
My answer's blue.
It's the red pill.
Oh gosh.
It's the red pill.
I realized after I said it. Oh my! I feel like such a dork. Okay. Anyway.
You know what made me remember that, even though I forgot?
Well, blue or red, and then he says the red.
No, it's when Cypher says, I should have taken the blue pill.
Yeah.
Well, they made this new Matrix movie, the newest one.
Yeah, I remember.
And so there was some pill taking in there too, and I was like, wait, and so I got confused.
We don't talk about the new one. We don't talk about the new
I know, right? Okay, go.
Okay. What's the name of the skyscraper in Die Hard?
The Nakatomi building.
You
It's
got
the
it.
Nakatomi Plaza, but yeah, he got it.
I mean, you knew it.
He knew it.
My-
He got
oh
it.
yeah, see,
So it's
I don't know
1-1.
what to- oh,
It's
yeah.
1-1.
1-1 tied
1-1.
up.
My bad if that was a race.
No, you got it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a competition. Whoever gets it first
I
gets
don't
it
know if
first.
I said it right. Nakashami?
Nakatomi.
Nakatomi,
Okay.
you said it. Okay. The head of what kind of animal is front and center in a famous scene from The Godfather?
A sheep.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
2-1.
You son of a.
All right. Who played park owner John Hammond in Jurassic Park?
I am.
You're bad with actors.
I'm actually the only reason why I've been getting better is because I've been watching this podcast a lot, and actually I do know some facts, but they fall along the lines of Ninja Turtles, and so it all. Do you know?
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
2-1, right?
Yeah. It's Dr. Richard Attenborough.
It is Dr. Richard. Oh, wow.
I was gonna say Peter Parker.
That's it.
Like that was.
Okay. 3-1.
3-1.
That was gonna be my
All right.
answer.
Yep.
Okay.
In what 1976 thriller does Robert De Niro famously say, "You talking to me?"
Taxi.
Taxi. He just says taxi.
He says that. Taxi what?
There's more than. Oh, Taxi Cab?
No.
The
What?
movie name. You're there.
Anthony's being generous.
Yeah.
What?
You're there.
What's it?
Taxi.
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 I'm
Taxi
sure-
moves.
Taxi moves.
Taxi
What do you do with a
moves.
taxi?
Oh, Taxi. You guys say it because I'm way
We're
too
playing
confused.
$100,000 pyramid now. So
Taxi
what is it?
driver.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Taxi driver.
No, I thought it was called
How many?
Taxi.
We're gonna give it to you. It's 3-2.
3-2.
It's 3-2. We're gonna give it to you.
I hope I win something at the end of this.
Okay, let's see. Where were the Lord of the Rings movies filmed?
New Zealand.
Oh,
We got it.
he beat me to it. I was about to say it, but he beat me to it.
3-3.
It's tied up.
3-3.
It's tied up.
All right, all right,
Okay,
all right.
okay.
Okay. Freddy Krueger wears a striped sweater that is what colors?
It's black and red. Brown and red. It's actually brown and red. That's my guess. Anthony?
It's black and red.
Is it?
You're both wrong.
Oh, damn. We're both
It's red
wrong.
and green.
Oh,
it's like a dark green, probably.
Forest green. It's forest green.
All right.
what it is.
Let's see.
I love that movie. Good question, CJ.
Yeah, he stumped us both on that one for sure.
True or false? True or false question. Okay. Sean Connery wore a toupee in every James Bond movie. True or false?
True.
False.
True.
Oh, man.
4-3.
Okay.
Are we going to 4, 5?
5. This is the last one.
Okay.
Well,
unless you get this one.
Unless
Have
I
you
tie
seen
it.
Get Out?
I have not.
Okay, I'm not going to do that one.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, do it and give us a question for a movie we've both seen. Or
That's what I want.
If
I
you
wanted
can
to kind of
find-
make
Get Out. Yeah, if
You've
never
done
seen
you've
Get
done
Out,
great so far.
I'd slay
Everything
you on that.
Which is the first Austin Powers movie?
year?
Austin Powers Spy of the World, Austin Powers Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, or Austin Powers in Goldmember.
The number one?
What was the first movie?
International Man of his. Is that?
That's it.
Yeah.
You beat me to it.
I have a fond love for them. That movie. I mean,
Yeah.
Baby.
Yep. He hit a comedy trio that we definitely did.
Even
both
though
watch.
my favorite is gold.
Is that 5?
That is 5. He won.
Wait,
Neil has won.
Do I win any gold? Or
Mr.
maybe
Powers.
a laser.
No, that's it. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you liked us, hit that like and subscribe button down below. You can also go to patreon.com/thecalvincam, support the show over there. We're also getting pretty big on TikTok, so I recommend you go check us out over there too. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
See you, everyone.
Thanks for having me.